back. Now, for mums-to-be, the final weeks of pregnancy can feel like an eternity, but your baby will soon be on the way, so it is important to be prepared and have your hospital bag packed and ready to go.
Here with advice on what you'll want, need and definitely not need to go into your bag is parenting expert Aoife Lee. Aoife, thanks so much for coming in and chatting to us about this. This is all over my Instagram. It must be the age I'm at, the people I'm friends with. I'm seeing it a lot coming up on my Instagram. For the uninitiated, why is the hospital bag such a big issue for parents to be?
I think it can be a real mix of emotions, particularly when you're going into your final trimester and those final few weeks. There's a real air of anticipation and it can be quite emotional, both for mum and for a partner as well.
Yeah.
And I think there's a sense of wanting to be organised. I know myself, having the 3 kids, either, you know, if you're the most scattiest person in the world, it's something that needs to be done, preferably in and around the 36-week mark. So you've got potentially 4 more weeks to go. I know my eldest lad, he came at 36 weeks, so I was sending my mother-in-law into the shops to get the pyjamas because I just hadn't had everything ready. Right. So after the other 2,
so maybe we should be going to 34 weeks. Pack the bag at 34, just to be sure.
But I think it's that reassurance that, right, because it's something that we can control. If you're going in for a natural delivery, you don't know the day, you don't know the time.
Yes.
So if it's grabbing the bags, that's kind of what's priority at this point.
OK, but just from my own recollection of being there when bags were being packed, there can be tears, but they're good tears.
Yes, yeah, I know. And it's something actually everybody in the family, particularly if it's your first child, you might like the in-laws or, you know, depending nannies and granddads or partners to be involved in that. And that might include the little outfits and, but like, today I wanted to share just a couple of little extra things that you mightn't have even considered to throw in.
Because you've separated this into 2 bags, haven't you? One for the ward and another one for the delivery room.
Yeah, the ward is the main bag, and it's the one that maybe the partner who either will be in the, you know, whether they be part of the C-section or in the delivery room, that they're in charge of,
please God,
in the height of it all. And then the delivery bag is more of the softer kind of, you'll see there, it's like a tote bag. And it's something to bring in, a few little things to bring in when you're actually ready to go to deliver. So what I would start off with maybe is the big one, because this is at the 34, the 36 weeks. And look, I obviously don't have everything in today, but just a few little things that you, again, mightn't even think of. Is the simple things like the muslin cloth and the cellular blanket, which is always recommended. The teeny tiny outfits. I always recommend to pack these in the clear bags because...
Look at the size of these things.
I know.
And they fit into a bag that's just like in halved.
I know. And it can be pulling these out. It's like, oh my God, I can't remember them like this tiny. Mitts and hats and vests, and ideally packing numerous ones and actually marking, labelling the bag, whether they're £7.5 or £10. Because when baby arrives in delivery room, you want the partner to kind of go, right, grab what size what's needed. And being labelled means it's self-explanatory, so it's fairly straightforward. Simple things like wash bags, little containers. These are little silicone containers. Or if you're partial to a sample product, always handy just to keep things compact. You don't want to be bringing mountains of stuff in with you, because either for some parents they're in for a night, others are in for 3, 5. It depends.
Some, if they have their baby before a certain time of the day, are going home that evening. So they won't need this bag. But you don't know. You
don't know, and it's a bit unpredictable. So you're just kind of trying to save yourself for as much as possible.
This, do you know what? The amount of times, the long phone cable. Essential.
It works one, and I know when I was in hospital with the kids, I don't remember this existed, but anyway, usually with sockets and stuff, they're quite high up off the bed, so it's a handy one. The likes of your earphones, and then this is a power bank, so it's an extra kind of a charging system. Again, fairly handy to get, but really practical and easy. And then of course the snacks. And you know what? I've been talking to a while. I've been talking to a couple of dads and a couple of birthing partners, and I said, give us a top tip for how to if you were to give something to what would be helpful. They would say the top priority was the L snacks. So to be honest with you, this is a little bit of a homemade granola, fruit and nuts. for mum, particularly after delivery. Sometimes you're absolutely starving.
Yeah.
And anyone that's listening knows the toast and the tea is just the best.
It's not
thing.
just for the fellas.
Well, my husband ordered also toast and tea, and he still finds it a memorable time. God love him. But just a bit of chocolate.
And bandages and splints for the fingers for the partners.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You said this yesterday as well. Making
because
it
they get
all
squeezed
about,
and bent backwards
the daddy.
again. Yeah.
But you know what? For a lot of families, or for a lot of mums, let's say where they're doing active birthing classes or yoga in preparation, that's often where they share what the partner can be helpful for
Yes,
in the
responsible
moment,
for,
because
yes.
it can be
At
full
the
on.
best of times, we're just there.
Yes, and that's
let's be
all.
honest.
Generally, that is it.
But
That's it.
for the stuff that's brought in, the clothes that are brought
Yeah.
in, something that can unbutton so that you can get that skin on.
Skin on skin, and even with the dad or
Yeah,
mum,
yeah.
make sure shirt. So again, it's skin on skin when baby arrives, and also a dark towel again, just for preparation purposes. Soft warm socks because feet can get cold in labour.
Can
Sippy.
they?
Yeah. If there's a lot, I suppose your body can sometimes kind of go into, it can be a little bit overwhelming, and often you do get quite cold.
Okay.
But that's just, it's amazing what a pair of socks can do.
Yes.
The likes of a sippy bottle, handy for, rather than kind of pouring back, it's a nice sippy thing that even partner can help you with. And what I will say is, and this is something that I found helpful, it is the adult pull up, okay, and it is great for post birth.
Yeah.
Keeping it all in
Obviously.
and tidied away.
Yes.
And I have to say, I've shared that with lots of friends and family, and they've never looked back. So it's great.
Absolutely, a top tip, absolutely.
yeah.
And so, when a woman goes into to give birth, will it be a hospital gown, or should she bring several changes of clothes?
Yeah, so, for the ultimate kind of delivery, either you could be in a night dress again with the buttons down the front.
Okay.
It just depends. Obviously, if you're going in for a C-section, you will be gowned up, and that's
Okay,
different,
okay.
But what I will say, and something that I found helpful, whether you're staying in hospital for a few days or for a length of time, comfortable clothes, whether it be loungewear or pyjamas. And I would have often kind of taken that shower whenever you had that chance, and even having that change midway through the day, you feel
Yes,
fresh,
you do.
freshened
You
up.
do.
And that can be helpful as well.
And also, you get your two bags sorted out. And great suggestion to have the two for
Yeah.
the ward and for the delivery room.
Yeah.
Also, before you leave the house, pick out your going home.
You're going home gear, and again, avoid the jeans, and it's not about the glamour.
Yeah.
It really is about the comfort, and it's something not to be worrying about on the day you're going into the hospital to deliver. It's what maybe the partner can bring in or family members can bring in on the
bring to
day
you.
or the morning of your discharge.
Yeah.
So.
Great.
Okay. Great
Wonderful.
tips.
Thanks
Yeah.
so much for that,
Thank
Aoife.
you. Thank
We're
you.
ready to go.
Yes, all set.
All right, still to come. From Surrogacy to a Cancer Diagnosis podcaster, Georgie Crawford will be joining us soon.
Plus, with temperatures dropping, we're getting advice on how to winterproof our home. Stay with us. We're live until 12.